episode is to analyze on what forthcomes from the Supreme Court. I have scrutinized, read line by line, paragraph by paragraph, deeply understood the documented Azimio complaint. The complainants have totally filed propaganda collected from the public view, occurrences that culminated the IEBC, the hiccups and challenges faced by the IEBC, from the arrest of the three Venezuelans, voter turnout mathematical errors, and finally, the compilation of the results, and alleged dumping of 11,000 Form 34As in 8 minutes. All those part of the Azimio complaints that have been lined up in their petition can be taken as public view court, where the public can judge and give their own verdict. There has been a strong and solid, brief and precise response by the respondent one, the Kenya Kwanza Brigade. They are very brief, terming the petition are absurd and sound, full of nothing. The reason is, these people are complaining from what has been happening until where we are. The challenges the IEBC are facing, attaching the issue of the 4 dissenting commissioners as their main affidavit. Now, in the Supreme Court, it will be a battle between law. The lawyers will be questioned, what does the law say? When you say that the rejected votes must be computed together with the valid votes, you will be referred to the minor Kiais case, where it stated categorically that rejected votes are not part of tally of presidential results. When you talk of the dumping of Form 34As and security breaches, you will be referred to 2017 judgment, which was very clear that there must be a breach of security mark in the ballot papers. So the Azimio are not serious. They are totally blatant disregard of the law. The Kenya Kwanza have responded precisely, absconding what doesn't touch on their part. On matters concerning the issue of tallying of the votes, that's not their responsibility. On matters concerning dumping of 34As, it is impossible for any human in the world to dump 11,000 from 34As in only 8 minutes. That's approximately 480 seconds. So the Azimio are trying to put a lot of fiction and narratives that will not reach anywhere. The law is very clear. The IEBC affidavits are very unmasking. The issue of the hand of Uhuru Kenyatta coming in, it has been clear that the chairman of Azimio since the start has always penetrated and proved his hand working on the issue. From rearranging, flowing from putting together various political affiliations to form one body called Azimio, but failing to campaign in Mount Kenya. The same president funding the campaigns, and lastly, trying to force the chief of defense, the vice chief of defense, the IG, and the public service head, Joseph Kidwa, into the whole IEBC saga, especially during the announcement of the results, until they caused chaos and mayhem in Bomas. The hand of Uhuru is clearly seen, and even the ICC have a potential customer in Kenya. So the IEBC are true in their affidavits, for we have seen what Uhuru has been doing in the Azimio since the start of the campaigns. Now, the whole saga is trying to force Raila Odinga to reclaim his victory, which is impossible. But they are using very weak, desperate, and nothing complaints. What you want to remind is that lightning does not strike the same place at the same time every day. So Raila Odinga should question himself why he lost the election, retire peacefully to his home and relax. Otherwise, people like James Orengo and the rest of the lawyers should stop making him become tired and carry a very big load that he doesn't deserve. Now the Supreme Court will be questioning about what does the law says. The Maina Kiai's case, the 2017 verdict, and the more cases that have been moved will determine if the IEBC correctly followed the guidelines and that did their mandate. Question on the 4 dissenting commissioners. It is very simple. What they were sent for a mission that did not get accomplished. Simple and clear. All their affidavits are null and void. The law will discredit their petition, pushing them to their political oblivion, like the way Junet and Jogo have headed to. The petition will be dismissed as early in the morning on the grounds of insufficient affidavit. Your guess is as good as mine.